Amy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are Two Paper Girls.
We've already done a top 5 summer reads video in a top 5 Wednesday a few weeks ago, maybe, I think it'll be a few weeks ago. But we wanted to do a video about the books that we definitely want to read this summer because we have a whole chunk of time, we have like 4 months. So these are 5 books that we just definitely want to read at some point this summer.
The first book that I want to read, well, maybe not the first one, but definitely one that I want to read this summer is actually a reread. It's More Than This by Patrick Ness. I think I mentioned this in the top 5 summer reads. I think this was number 5. I definitely want to reread this summer. Laura says it counts towards my Goodreads counter, so I'm definitely going to reread this one. I absolutely adored this book and I just really hope that it's as good the second time round.
And the first book that I think is the one I most want to get read this summer because I've had it for years is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I mentioned this quite a lot recently in our intimidating TBR videos, and I'm going on holiday and there's like a 4-hour flight there and back. I've never been on a plane before, so I think I'm going to read to distract myself if I find it a bit weird, but it's also quite like a lazy holiday of lying around, so I'm going to take The Name of the Wind because it's huge and hopefully just fly through it and finally just get over my fear of reading this book and just finally get into the series. Luckily there's only 2 out, so I don't have to be intimidated by like crazy amount or anything, so I just want to get this book read. I'm really determined to read it this summer.
Next is On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. We absolutely adore her channel and I've just been watching a lot more recently since she's in Chitty. I absolutely hate that film to pieces, but I actually kind of want to go see it. I don't know why, I think it's just because I love her and she's in it. But she's wrote this book and I don't really know what it's about and I kind of want to go in it blind. But it would just be cute because she's written it and I just hope she's as good a writer as she is actress because it's going to be so good if it is.
The next book I want to read this summer I mentioned in the book series I have to finish, and that is Isla and the Happily Ever After, which goes along with Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. This just seems really cute, and since mentioning it in that video I'm just like, ooh, I remember it now, because you kind of forget certain books exist and then when you hold them you're like, oh, I want to read it now. It just seems really cute and quick and summery, so I think I'll definitely get around to this summer and then I'll have finished that series, which will be nice.
Next is Air of Fire by, I was going to say Stephanie Perkins. No, it'd be funny though if Selena was in Isla and the Happily Ever After. She wouldn't love it. Yeah, by Sarah J Maas. Laura was reading this series and she was like, read this series, and now I absolutely love it too. She's not loving Air of Fire, but I really want to read it because the new one's coming out in September. So I need to do another 2-book catch-up. But I just really enjoyed Crown of Midnight, so hopefully Air of Fire gets better from here on out.
And following that, I really want to read Queen of Shadows this summer because I'll have finished Air of Fire. Not sure when this is coming up, you've possibly heard my wrap up anyway, but I will have finished it by the end of May because I'm like a third of the way through and exams are done now, so I've got loads of time to blitz through it. So I definitely want to read Queen of Shadows. I went home the other day and I was kind of cradling it like it's so huge and beautiful, and I do like a bit of a break when I read series, but even if I don't read this book in like 3 months time in August, it'll still get done this summer in time for the new one coming out, which I probably won't read straight away, but I'll have caught up near enough, which will be a good feeling.
The penultimate book that I want to read this summer is Mosquito Land by, I don't remember. I've had this book on my shelf for quite a while now and I just haven't picked it up yet. I think I went through a stage of being like, oh, not another YA contemporary. But I'm just loving a road trip summer read with like a deep message. And usually that's Paper Towns, but I've reread it a couple of times, so I'm not going to read Paper Towns. This sounds like Paper Towns, so I'm going to read it and I hope it's good. If you've got any like suggestions about it or reviews, I'll put them down below because I literally have no idea what it's about apart from my bus journey.
I also want to read a nice contemporary, well, I don't know if it is nice, Winger by Andrew Smith anyway. I've owned Winger for years, since I watched Raylene, Padfoot and Prongs 07. She was obsessed with it, so I bought it straight away when I saw it in a shop. Never read it, I haven't read a single Andrew Smith book. And Amy's now like a super fan because she borrowed Winger from me and then has like read all his other books and bought them herself, and I still haven't read a single one. So I want to read Winger first out of all of his books because I actually own it and I've had it for so long. And even though it's quite big, it looks like a really quick read. So I definitely want to read Winger and see if I like it because it sounds really good.
The last thing that I want to read this summer is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I'm taking this on holiday with me. I'm going to Mallorca for 10 days and I know I'm so excited. And I just think this is a good book to take on holiday because it's so big. It's like 800 pages, and I just think I don't want to take my Kindle and like have plans to read loads and loads. I'm just going to take one of the big books and just tackle it slowly while I'm nice and chilled. I'm just really excited about it. It's probably not compatible with Mallorca because it's set in the Scottish Highlands, but I think I'll enjoy the contrast. Who knows?
And the last book I want to read this summer is Life of Pi by Dan Martell, because as you know, this Amy's, well, her favourite book or one of her favourite books, and I still haven't read it, and she's now read Peter Pan. She read that last summer.
Traitor.
So I need to catch up and read Life of Pi, and also it was in my 2016 bookish goals was to finally read this book. So summer seems like a good time because it just seems like a summery book. I mean, it's like quite tropical and on the sea. Like I've seen the film, so it seems like very sunny and a bit of a summery feel to it. And I've also now got the audiobook, so I don't really have any excuse. I've got loads of time. It's the right time of year, and I have an audiobook. So
And you want to read it.
And I want to read it.
Remember
I know
that.
I'm going to like it. I just have this mental block with Life of Pi, so I really want to read it this summer finally.
I want to reread
I think
Life
I'll
of
really
Pi.
like it.
So those are the books that we really want to read this summer. I realised that is probably how I wrapped up the top 5 summer reads video. But these are the ones that we're definitely going to read, that we really, really want to. How we're feeling right now, and I am feeling like I want to read these 5. Probably in that order that I've said as well. But yeah, let us know what books you definitely want to read down below.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.